Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be why the narcissist wants you thinking about them. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So this is the age-old question. Why does the narcissist want you thinking about them? First of all, if you have ended the relationship, I can assure you, or you're out of it, you don't want to be thinking about them. You want them out of your head. You want to move forward. You want to heal. You want to become the strongest version of yourself, but that's for later in the video. The narcissist, remember, the narcissist is an individual who wants to take from you. They want to take your resources, like I mentioned so frequently on the channel. And when you don't have the education on narcissism, you are susceptible to falling prey to the narcissist. Now, fast forwarding, why the narcissist wants you thinking about them, think about a Hoover. If you experienced a Hoover, perhaps you're going through it right now, that is the narcissist dipping their toe in the relationship status to see if in fact you are strong enough and or if you will allow them to come back to manipulate you again. They want you. They need you. The narcissist needs individuals to take from. And the reason why that is because the narcissist is a hollow, empty shell. They need people to regulate themselves. They need attention. They want you thinking about them. Let's take the workplace as an example. Let's say your boss is a workplace bully / narcissist. Well, what does that person do frequently? They blow up your cell phone at all hours of the day and or after hours when you're home. And they send you texts. They have you running around, jumping through hoops to do projects that the deadline perhaps isn't for a few months, but they want this on their desk Monday morning at 8 o'clock. And you're like, wait, this doesn't make sense. I have other priorities. But no, see, they want to disrupt you. This is what the narcissist wants. They want to disrupt your energy. They want you thinking about them. They want you thinking about the what ifs. Like, what happens if I don't do the work over the weekend when I'm supposed to be spending time with my family? What's going to happen on Monday? See, this is disruption. It's not healthy. It's toxic. That is also an individual who's being a bully, hence the workplace bully. Other things, other reasons why the narcissist wants you thinking about them. Let's take a friendship that has now it's not continuing on because you've identified that an individual is a narcissist or a toxic individual. Perhaps they pushed your buttons one too many times and you said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to be a part of this relationship. I'm going to gray rock them or block them, but I'm going to remove myself from the relationship. And then what does the narcissist do? Well, most likely they are ingrained with your circle of friends. So what do? They play the victim. And then that gives them more supply because now you've blocked them, but you have friends in common. So now they're playing the other side of the coin saying, well, you know, I tried to get in contact with them. I want to be friends. I want to be, you know, I want to keep this relationship going. But your friends are now saying to themselves, do I need to take a side? Am I going to take your side? Am I going to take the narcissist side? Keep in mind, your friends don't know the narcissist is a narcissist because they didn't experience what you did. And now here's a rift. Now you, the person watching the video, and again, thank you very much for being here, you're in a difficult position. Are you going to lose your group of friends? Are you just going to lose the one friend who turned out to be the narcissist? But the narcissist wants you thinking about them again because the narcissist will use these friends that you have as flying monkeys to report things back to them, saying that they've changed, they want to meet for a coffee, they want to apologize, they can do better, they understand that there's room for improvement. All of these things. And then what happens? The narcissist gets supply from the friends who are flying monkeys, whether they know it or not. And then you, perhaps, let's say you engage again and you say, sure, let's just meet up, have a coffee and talk about the past and maybe we can rekindle the friendship. When you do that, is the truth going to come out to the group of friends that you have in common? Probably not. The narcissist will probably spin things that did or didn't happen during the conversation and the cycle continues. That is why blocking the narcissist, going no contact, deleting them, removing all flying monkeys when you can, is the path. That's exactly what you want to be doing to insulate yourself. But why the narcissist wants you thinking about them? Because again, they want to disrupt your energy. They don't want you in the flow state. They don't want you being the best version of yourself because the narcissist saw and or sees the beauty, the abundance that you have around you. And they want that for themselves. In other words, remember this. When you are in a narcissistic relationship, the narcissist is absorbing your energy. That is why many times, let's just take a very basic point here. If someone is calling you frequently and all they do is talk about themselves on the phone, or they dump their problems on you, or they're sharing things that you really don't want to hear about, and perhaps you're getting anxious, or you're like, oh my gosh, I've been on the phone for 50 minutes. Please just get me out of here. I really want to end this. But this person is on a filibuster. They're not. They just continue to talk. And of course, they don't ask you anything about yourself. They're talking about themselves the whole time. If that's the case, that's a toxic individual. That's someone who wants to consume your energy. And that is why they want you thinking about them. Another one, let's say that call. Let's say it happens a couple times a month and you're really being consumed here. Well, when the phone rings, you're going to think twice. Do I want to answer the phone? Should I answer the phone? Do I have to answer the phone? That will give you anxiety. Again, that's how the narcissist, that's how they keep you thinking about them. That's why the path is to block these people, remove them from your environment. Another way why the narcissist wants you thinking about them, very simple, a text message. It could be anybody, it could be a member of a community, an organization, a group, a lover, family member, neighbor, but someone texts you, who turns out to be the narcissist, by the way. And then what do? They're stirring the pot. They're asking too many questions, and perhaps you overshare, and you're oversharing your information. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. And next thing you know, many people know about whatever you shared with the text. And because why? Because the narcissist wants to disrupt your energy again. That's what they care about. They care about little groups of insecure. Let's put it this way. The narcissist cares about manipulating people. Cut and dry. That's what it is. And very rarely do they tell the truth and or own up to the truth. What they do is they tell little segments of the truth, or withhold the truth, or flat out don't tell the truth. They do anything that benefits them. But why the narcissist wants you thinking about them? Take the romantic relationship. Perhaps you were in love and the relationship ended. You were discarded, or you ended it, however it ended. But then what? The hoover, right? The hoover is one way that the narcissist tries to see if they can still go back for round 2, 3, 5, 100 of abuse. The other thing is the narcissist, many times they claim that they've changed. And when the narcissist claims that they've changed, like they realize that you are the love of their life, they realize that they were wrong, they realize the grass isn't greener on the other side, etc., then you start thinking to yourself again, wow, maybe they did change. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe everything, it can be better. Maybe we can get back to that euphoric / love bomb stage. What should I do? I'm not sure. Well, what you should do is continue to block them. You shouldn't be in communication with them, because remember, the narcissist is a wolf in sheep's clothing. What they want to do is decimate you. They want to take from you all of your resources. That's exactly what they want. So why one thing that's difficult for people, is very difficult, and it takes a lot of time to get through this, is ruminating. When the relationship has ended, and let's say it's ended recently, you will find yourself ruminating. In other words, thinking about the good times, about the good memories that you had with the narcissist. Now, the truth of the matter is, did you have good times with them? I'm certain you did, absolutely. But was it worth all the toxicity, all the gaslighting, the silent treatment, the smear campaign, the stonewalling? Was it worth the rage fits you experienced? Was it worth all the toxic parts of the relationship? No, it wasn't. It wasn't worth it at all. But human beings tend to think about the good things. And after a period of time passes, many times people have a short memory, and then they think, maybe it wasn't that bad. It was, I can assure you. Specifically because if you've made it this far in the video, narcissism has affected you for a period of time. Perhaps it's been a lifelong battle. Perhaps you were born into a narcissistic relationship. Perhaps you're just ending a 10, 20, 30, 50-year marriage. Perhaps you finally moved away from the toxic narcissistic neighbor who was playing music at all hours of the night, and perhaps was a hoarder and did not clean their yard and or did anything they could to disrupt your environment. Maybe they shot off fireworks, not on the 4th of July, but on every other day of the year too. And you're like, what's going on here? But of course, that's the narcissist. That's what these people do. Now, having said that, why the narcissist wants you thinking about them? Because again, in the way back of your mind, until you've properly healed, and I mean you've put all the work into yourself, you've journaled, perhaps you've seen a therapist, you've watched videos, you've taken time, perhaps you've gone through the dark night of the soul, perhaps you've had to heal childhood wounds. When you've done all that, then you're fine. Then you're on the healing path and you're doing great. But until you do those things, many times in the back of your mind, there'll be that little voice, I don't think it was that bad. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Should I just test the water? Should I unblock them? Should I, peek at their social media? All those things are natural reactions for an individual coming out of a narcissistic relationship. Many people that come out of narcissistic relationships, what they end up doing is they become their own detectives. Yeah, it's true. Trust me when I say it. But the thing is, they realize eventually that becoming your own detective, whereas in the beginning, perhaps it was necessary to see what was going on, the path is not doing that. The path is sincerely blocking the narcissist, going no contact, deleting them. and just living your best life. However, in the very infancy of the ending of the relationship, it's only natural that you will be curious and you'll be wondering, you will want validation. Because remember, the narcissist will not give you closure. At the ending of any narcissistic relationship, you're not going to get closure. Closure needs to come from you. It needs to come from within. It needs to come from your growth. It needs to come from you processing the relationship and, again, perhaps healing childhood wounds, but it needs to come from you. The narcissist will not give you closure. They can't. Keep this in mind. That's why the narcissist jumps from person to person so easily, because they flat out don't care about people. All they care about with an individual is what that individual can supply them. That is why you are called supply. I don't really like the term, but that's what we're using for now until we come up with a different term. But the truth of the matter is, the narcissist can't fall in love. They have no empathy. What they care about is how they can take from you and not grow with you. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are. Remember, you are not alone. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Continue to move forward each and every day. Continue to become the best version of yourself. If you're experiencing some difficult times, stay true, stay calm, stay focused on yourself. You will get through this. It will take time. You will heal properly. I'm living proof. God bless you guys. Have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.